Good evening, everyone. Our final inductee, Stevie Toups, is a leader whose vision and impact have helped shape both Louisiana's economy and the national industrial landscape. Stevie is the CEO of Turner Industries, one of the nation's leading industrial contractors and one of Louisiana's largest private employers. Turner Industries offers comprehensive turnkey solutions for large-scale projects across various industries, including petrochemical, refining, and energy. The company employs more than 20,000 people and operates at job sites across the United States. Stevie is in his 28th year with Turner, where he has held numerous leadership roles, guiding the company through periods of tremendous growth, technological innovation, and national recognition. His vision has helped position Turner as a cornerstone of the Gulf Coast industrial economy. Stevie is recognized nationally as a voice for industrial construction, influencing policy and workforce development. He is a past chairman of the National Center for Construction Education and Research, serves on the executive committee of the American Fuel and Petrochemical Manufacturers, and sits on the board of Engineering and Construction Contracting Association. His impact has earned him honors such as Construction Leader of the Year, one of the nation's top 10 breakout technology leaders, and inclusion on the Houston Business Journal's 2024 Most Admired CEOs list. Here in Louisiana, his influence extends to economic development and community service through roles with the Louisiana Chemical Industry Alliance, the Federal Reserve's Energy Council, the Committee of 100, the Capital Area United Way, and the CEOs Against Cancer Gulf Coast chapter, just to name a few. A proud LSU graduate with both a bachelor's degree in finance and an MBA from the Ourso College, Stevie has remained closely connected to the university through advisory roles and alumni leadership. Under his direction, Turner Industries has ranked #1 on the LSU Roaring 20 list for the past 3 years, recognizing it as one of the highest revenue-generating LSU graduate-led businesses. Please join me in congratulating Stevie Toups as we welcome him into the Hall of Distinction. Stevie, will you please join us on stage to say a few words?
For those of you who've never done it, it's really hard to hear someone read your life history right in front of you. It's like Stephen Covey said a long time ago that if you really want to be successful, write your own obituary. To do that, it doesn't show up to be on the Federal Reserve Board. It doesn't show up to be CEO of anything. You want to be a good friend, a good husband, and a good dad. So that's my goal, right? That's the end game I'm trying to figure out. What a privilege to be here today, to be in this array of people that I've watched my whole career. It's so incredible to be in this room filled with friends and mentors, people who've touched me in so many different ways. I really, really appreciate that. To Carly, that's a lot of research. That was a really fantastic introduction, like the best I've had in my career. Thank you so much. That's amazing. So it's an interesting perspective when they ask you to do this and you look back and you think, look at this, LSU history. Like, what did you do? What did you do in your history? The first thing that crops into your mind is, oh man, I remember the day, go to my lovely mom, my Georgia Tech father, and they say, where would you like to go to school? And I say, well, where else is there? I've been going to games and Tiger ears since I was a little kid. And I look at my fantastic double legacy 2-degree Georgia Tech father and go, LSU. He's like, there's a lot of other places. I'm like, no, this is where I want to go. And then my sister had to do it the next year, right? That was the intriguing part. But you learn a lot about yourself. You learn about the first thing that cropped into my mind. These memories start racing back of LSU and the things you did, the good things you did, the bad things you did. But the one that stands out is the first day of graduate school. The guy behind me, great guy, really weird, but great guy. It's like this. It was QBA, which is ISDS before it was ISDS, right? So it's quantitative business. It's a QBA class, and the teacher starts talking, and this guy stands up. He throws his book on the ground, And he goes, I am a geology student from New York City. I have no idea what you're talking about. And he marches out of the classroom. I'm like, man, this MBA stuff is going to be tough. These LSU guys mean business. They're running people out of the room on the first day. It got easier from there. I thought, okay, well, what are the things I learned? I learned one, true leadership in what we saw and what I observed. And look, this speech is by in no way rated by the Journal Accepted Accounting Principles. This is my opinion of only. But true leadership is the ability to keep your cool when the rest of the world around you is losing yours or losing theirs. And I learned that at LSU. Anybody who's lived on campus and had to study for a test on one of those 7 Saturday nights, it's hard to do. But that's why Enron loved recruiting from LSU, because the distractions that we all handled made us exemplary employees anywhere we went. And you can find an LSU alum just about in any company, anywhere, excelling like a rocket ship. And that doesn't happen in a lot of schools. Yes, we got the base knowledge, yes, but we also got many, many different hammers to hit that nail with. You see, I'm good at that because I'm a finance guy in the construction business. If any of you picked up on that, written the resume part. We got the base knowledge. We got the communication skills. We learned how to adapt. We learned how to problem solve. We learned how to drive value into everything that we did. I mean, the stories you heard from Kurt, Paul, amazing. Those stories, I cannot imagine what it'd be like to be the young alumni of the year. That is incredible. To watch your career is going to be amazing, and that is going to be so much fun. So hats off to you. But what you hear is people who are able to focus out the distraction and be successful no matter what. And I think that's part of the unique thing you get from LSU. 2, pivotal moments. Pivotal moments happen all the time, and I don't think you realize them until after they've come. Because when I came to LSU, I was coming here to become the world's best doctor. Not PhD, MD. No. You hit comparative anatomy, and then thank God for Dean Jim Henry, who was the head of the business college in the 80s. And he sat me down and he said, man, look, you're going to love this thing. You're going to love finance. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can do anything you want to do in just a couple sciences. I'm like, this is good stuff. It was a pivotal moment. I mean, it really was. And you begin thinking back on these men and women who've changed your life. Dean Jim Henry had a guy who brought on staff that we looked at like he was a space alien. Now you think in 1980, call it 6, right? Bob Justice has this concept of franchising. We're like, what in the world is that? And we did entrepreneurship classes and we built companies, and he brought executives in to tell us how they did their life. He shared stories. We learned from them. And you look back and you think of these pivotal moments. Does anybody remember their commencement speaker and what they said? Now, my niece and my son better, because I was theirs during COVID, so you two better remember the commencement speaker. Mine was Ronald Reagan in Tiger Stadium in May of 1990. And his message was really, really simple. He had just dropped the Berlin Wall 5 months, 3 weeks prior to speaking to us. And his message was, yeah, the world's messed up. But what you're going to see, the marketplace, the world is going to be different from today forward. And he said, don't be afraid of it. Standing in Tiger Stadium, and I think it was about 120 degrees, Andy, very, very hot, in a black robe. But it was a pivotal moment. And LSU delivered pivotal moments right and left. LSU created a feeling that you could do anything you wanted to do, go anywhere you wanted to be. I don't know if you get that every place. It's something that they have inculcated in the staff and the teachers. I see it today, 30 years later, 40 years later, whatever the math is, but you see it today, years later, in the classes that were able to come visit, the kids, the alumni. That would be Carly, who introduced me. My God, stellar job. So it's a new kind of marketplace. You're seeing these pivotal moments, and then look, Paul said it, family, my third thing. Being at LSU and looking back on it now has brought me 3 months, 4 weeks ago, almost 4 months ago, my first granddaughter. So you heard Carly, my name is Stevie. I have a granddaughter named Stevie. She's absolutely amazing. She can do anything. For those of you that don't have a granddaughter or grandson, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. But because I got the granddaughter, I have 6 amazing people in my life, 3 kids, 2 son-in-laws, and a significant other. 5 out of 6 are LSU students or LSU grads. The other one went to TCU, but there was a lot of purple involved.
Refrain.
This. And 33 years ago, when she graduated from LSU, I proposed to Valerie. And after 6 months of trying to get a date with her, she finally said yes. LSU changes your life. LSU changes your professional life. I believe it changes you in your gizzard. It just does. And it makes you think and do things you never ever thought you would do. But to get involved at the level these people get involved at, it's amazing. To the dean, to the staff, to the people, to the teachers, to the students who work hard on introductions, thank you so much. Paul, Kurt, my God, Latham, I've lost amazing time. LSU will deliver for you if you're open to it, a mindset for anything. If you didn't go here, if you happen to be a Georgia Tech grad who had a son and a daughter and grandkids and kids that went here, it'll convert you to be the world's largest LSU fan who went to school in Atlanta. So hats off to you. But LSU is a source for excellence in this state. LSU is a source for excellence around the world. And I couldn't be prouder to be here. I know for everybody, we all feel the same way. So go Tigers. Let's all have a great fun night. Thanks.